But unfortunately, the amount of plastic we're making, or we need to make, we're not going to be making quite enough, but we're going to be close. Is like, we're going to be making like just over 900, and we don't currently have a belt that will do that amount. So considering your recent foray into producing as much plastic as is humanly possible, I should probably plan on making some with the 900 crude oil I recently started fracking. Probably. It would probably be a nice idea. I'm sure you'll find a use for it. You could recycle a ton of resin into plastic if you turn it all into fuel. Yeah. No, definitely. It's a process. So I'm just working out currently how I'm gonna do this. I should probably connect this up so that I can see what I'm working with. For a second this was going to say it was too short. Plugged it into the calculator, it's a lot of fuel gens. Were you here when we'd made our turbo fuel? I may have done like 50. Probably a lot more. But yeah, where I made my turbo fuel factory over here, there's actually, we could actually get more oil, but I decided not to because there's more there. There's more that I didn't claim here. I think there's some here that's just not showing up because our of where our radars currently are. I haven't thought about turbo fuel yet since it's so far away from the other resources. Trains. I have so my turbo fuel factory is here. I have coal coming from over here and sulfur coming from over here. I could have done both sulfur and coal, but I decided to make like one big train line that went from there to there. Really, really worked. Wants you to make 48 fully overclocked generators. That's crazy. That's amazing. That'll be so good. So we have an interesting thing happening here where we have some of the rubber that we want to use over here. Can I overclock the generators? Pretty sure you can. I don't think there's a loss rate. Yeah. Okay, so we could look at it here. So you can do 7.5 a minute turbo fuel. Well, let's go with the fuel. So 20 a minute here. No, it doesn't say. Never mind. I was hoping that it might work it out for you, but I guess it's only if it's actually like connected up. I was really worried about the 300 plus. I'd need to use up all the rocket fuel. Well, you'll only need 150 plus. Wait, 100 plus? No. Yes? I don't know. Something like that. If I was doing it, I'd work out the math, but I'm not doing it, so. Probably be around 150 because rocket fuel is just over 4 a minute consumption. Yeah, that's if it does work like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure like power gens are one of the best things to overclock. Not that I've done it myself, but just from what I've heard. So we need some of the rubber that we're making to come this way. And then we need the rest of it to come from here. So, rubber is here. Didn't turn that the right way around, did I? Okay, so this should be right output, any center overflow. So that will fill up these first to get this plastic done. And then it will fill up these. Any to get this plastic done, and then when we have too much, it'll go into storage and then it'll go into the sink. Yeah. This is something to look forward to over the long weekend while I'm still waiting for parts of my portable desktop project when I burn out on Python. Like, have you, so one of the things that I did that really, like, motivated me to learn more Python was making some video games with it. Like, it was super fun just to make, like, some old retro games. There's, like, really good resources online for, mostly focused on, like, Raspberry Pi programming. Yeah, it was really fun just like working out, and you can get like some simple graphics and stuff. You've been learning Godot for making a retro game? Nice. So Cardi is trying to learn Python in general, just as a programming language. I just found learning it as a game made it more fun. Is my point. Is GDScript what Godot uses? I don't know. I've not used it myself. If I go back and try and make video games, I might try Godot, because I've heard a lot of people have moved to that from Unity, which is what I was gonna try and learn for well, the reasons that are probably quite obvious the most these days. Haven't done the game route yet. The current place in the book is how to package and export a module though. Ooh, that'll be helpful. So Pygame is the native module. And yeah, it's fun. It's just a fun way of like getting a little more comfortable with language. My opinion. Okay, so I found the one that was really making it struggle. Oh. I think you're supposed to be connected. What's the maximum that Mark 6 spells do? If anybody knows. If you don't know, that's fine. I can look it up myself. But just, yeah. If anybody happens to know. It's just to decide whether I need to make this into 2 belts. Or not. I think this is just going to be nearly efficient, honestly. Wiki says Mark 6 is 1200. Wonderful. Okay. So I don't need to do that with plastic unless I decide I need more supercomputers. I might need to do 2 for the quick wire now though. So I just need to connect up this plastic that will be being produced to the plastic line. We'll just move it out a little bit here. Because we can. Producing yet? Oh. I put the fuel belt on and then didn't actually connect it to anything that's making fuel. That's helpful. That's real helpful, Panda. No, I missed. Right. What did I delete? So, 2 big Python's planned projects are data cruncher for Elite Dangerous, data to help search for a secret station, may not exist in the game, and B, build a couple of spiders for Lego purchasing to enable you to compare prices from pick-a-brick wall to second-hand stores to make it easier when building MOCs. Nice. Yeah, he's here to make friends. Don't want to make friends with the developers. Why would you want to do that? Right, I did this wrong. That's what I was doing when I tried to delete stuff and accidentally deleted my power cable. Okay, So you're in the correct space. And you're in maybe the correct space. Maybe. Not quite. But yeah, did anybody actually play Planet Coaster 2? I know the launch has been rough. But I've heard, like, I've not actually seen enough of the game to decide if it's something I'm gonna play or not. Because, like, I'm more of a Planet Zoo person than a Planet Coaster person. But I really hope they don't make another Planet Zoo game. I hope they just improve on what they've already got, because there's just too many DLCs to start again. Excuse me. Coffee Stain is some of the best community team. Oh yeah, they do. Played a few hours of it, but you're not like a hardcore player. Well, no. You don't have to be a hardcore player to know if you liked it or not. Like, was it good? Or did you enjoy it? Because that's the thing. Like, if it's enjoyable, for at least some people, played Planet Coaster 1, enjoyed it. So far, Planet Coaster 2 is fine. Is it enough of an improvement on Planet Coaster 1? I know they did a whole thing about the fact that they've got water parks now. But is that actually like good? In your opinion? And that's the question. I think it has the potential to be a lot better. It's just got some teething problems. Yeah. It's like, that's such an unfortunate thing about games these days. So many of them come out with teething problems, and it makes the initial reviews not that great. And then people just don't go for it. Like, I think the best bugless, or at least limited bug launch I've seen for a while has been Dragon Age Velguard, but that's got its own issues. Like, I'm enjoying it because I am an old Dragon Age fan, but I also am not always play games nice. So I'm not bothered about the fact that you're basically driven into being nice to everyone. But yeah, it's yeah, like, but the game overall has been pretty much bug free. There was a little bit of a problem. The only problem I came across was the shaders at the beginning of the game when you load up the game, and like, they've actually gradually been fixing that, so it doesn't take anywhere near as long as it used to load up. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I haven't really cringed at any of the dialogue yet. Okay, so you're going around here. Right, there we go. Now you're actually producing. we can bring you over and try and get you connected up to the other one. So, some issues on PC that stem from being simultaneously designed for console. Yeah, I can see that. Some bugs with the main features of the game, people using water slides that have already had some hot fixes, and there's rides and themes from PC 1 that aren't replicated, 1 for 1 and PC 2 that's like, why didn't you include this? There are new big features like power, water, object scaling. Self-management is supposed to be more advanced, but haven't got into it enough to figure it out. There. Okay. So it sounds like they've tried to add new things and improve it overall. But whether it's been successful or not is subject to is undecided currently. I don't know why they decided they had to make it simultaneously for console. I feel like games like that are better if they start with PC and then port to console. Because it's like... yeah, it just doesn't seem quite like the best of ideas, because the PC is the best way to play a lot of these games, and making that the not as good version must be pissing off a lot of people. I agree, it generally works out better that way, though I suspect console is more lucrative for most games, audience size. I would say so, but like, still making it a PC first game and then porting to console and trying to make the console good, not necessarily the same, is, like, in my opinion, how the best like games like this have been made. Because the first one was PC only for a long time and then got ported, same as Zoo. Audience size don't matter if everybody gets pissed at your game. Like, their biggest fan base, while the audience size might be bigger, I'd say their fan base is probably more PC based. Putting console first ends up forcing a lot of restrictions to PC design. Yeah, like that's a problem to me. Okay, so we have the plastic belt is completely maxed out, so we'll leave it at that. Let's have a look at what we could do with the quick wire. So we have let's actually go into the factory in a normal way. Panda, come on. Like UI has been a big thing for PC. More menus that are clearly designed. We need the controller to be able to back out of every individual menu mentality. Ugh. Also already hotfixed other things like maximum population size that are things they restricted due to console computation. So they say they're diverging for PC now. Ooh. Why didn't they diverge for console? I don't know. The decisions, like, these kind of decisions to me, it just seem really silly. Okay, so we have, these are using 100s, 200s, and 40. 240 in the AI limiters. $168. Is that in all of them? I think so. No? I think you're supposed to be. Do I still have that written down? I might have just not changed machines. Basically making 18 high-speed connectors and we have 6 machines, so yeah, they're all supposed to be making they're all supposed to be making 3 a minute. So that's 168 times 3. 504. Have I done something wrong? The main benefits they got from doing this are seamless cross-platform workshop items and asynchronous multiplayer collaboration on parks. I don't know how well that... Oh no, 168 times 6, that's why. So that's 100,008. There we go. Yeah, not sure that's worth it, honestly. Like, cross-platform... Yeah, like, the workshop's good. I feel like cross-platform workshop items shouldn't be too difficult. Was probably it to do with efficiency. Yeah, but if they make a game people don't like, then there's no point in being that efficient. Coding both at the same time, less efficiency to dev and testing, less throwaway work. Yeah, the thing they've got to remember is you're making a product for people to buy, and if people don't like it, they're not going to buy it. It's simple as, and they're kind of a lot of the people in charge in these game companies are forgetting that. make it, like, if you make it inoffensive, quite a lot of the time you're making it unfun. Done this a little bit off, I think. That looks just a bit too high. From a dev standpoint, I can see the appeal of designing for 2 consoles and saying if it works on these, PCs can handle it. I wouldn't say it's the non-techie people that would be the problem with this. I feel like the techie people would be more likely to be the PC players and be like, well, yes, we're making it work, but like, is it going to be as good an experience on PC as it should be? I feel like it's probably more the people in charge trying to cut costs, honestly. I never think it's the tech people when things like this happen. I think it's the people that are thinking about the budgets. Likely have a ton of data saying the console releases of PC One, Zoo, etc. did extremely well, but don't recognise the PC community's support of the PC versions first. Yeah, that's the thing that I think they're forgetting. They're so popular because people have been singing their praises for ages on the PC versions. Like, I'm so excited for Satisfactory to come out on console because I have a friend who I think would really enjoy it, at least the beginning bit of it, and that's only, but it's only as good because it came out on PC first and they did the whole early access thing properly and all of that. So yeah, I'm so excited for it to come out and to be able to like get him to finally understand what I'm talking about. I might even buy it for him if it's like a normal price. Can't count how many hours of PC One YouTube content my partner and I have watched together. Yeah. It's so great. Right, so I think I've got this working pretty well. We're not going to be actually filling this, which might be a problem. But we could get we do have polymer resin currently being sunk at the turbo fuel factory, so we could just make some rubber there, and then this will be just like a little backup. But I'll work that out once we actually have something that needs to use rubber. Satisfactory is like complete opposite approach, community focus for a year plus of EA. Yeah, like when Baldur's Gate was in early access, that wasn't on consoles yet either, was it? Because I feel like they did early access well as well. It's like it's these smaller dev team, well, smaller companies. I don't know how big the dev teams are. Although you'd think Frontier would remember that too. I don't know. Well, it's not like they have millions of games on the go at the moment. Okay, so I do need 12,000 quick-wire. What I need to do is work out how to get it here. So I think the things that need it are these. So I could do we're currently making 750, and I'm pretty sure we can make another 750 over on my other Ethereum node that I'm using. So I could have 4 of these being fed by the other Ethereum node. That might work. And we could bring it in here. And we'll just have to swap those round. Maybe. Put a lift hole here. Yeah, and then we can swap this round once we get there. Hey! I think Frontier got hit by the publishing licensing DLC bug. Yeah, just a little bit. Like certain Paradox games I will not mention. Like, there's some Paradox games that I feel like I'd be quite interested in, but there's just so many DLCs now. It's just, like, I don't know where to start. Hoping not too many more franchises become like that. It's just unfortunate that it's so lucrative for them. Well, I say unfortunate. It's like, it makes sense, but it's just a shame that it's not like it would be nice if more did like a subscription. So like I did with when I play Planet Coaster briefly on stream, I bought a subscription so that I could just try out the DLCs and see if I would be interested in playing more, and then I might have bought more of them. With Planet Zoo, they don't do the subscription. So I went on CD keys and got them for cheap. Because I already had a few of them. So I didn't have to pay for all of them. FDev has always been trying to figure out DLC / yearly subscription versus free expansion ever since Horizons for Elite, like 8 years ago? Really? Wow. They have not made up their mind yet. And realized they couldn't push enough content to support subscription. So I feel like the subscription model works for them when there's a lot of DLCs, and it means people can try all of it. And then decide if they want to buy it. Now they're doing early access for ships, for arcs, real money, which I'm not going to complain about. Yeah, if it's just early access instead of like that's the only way to get them, then yeah, I wouldn't. Like I'd say that's perfectly fine. It's fine. Not great, but it's fine. If you want to spend your money on helping us bug test things, then feel free. Not gonna say no. Well, Hello. Meanwhile, Hello Games has made how many free expansions to recover their image after the awful No Man's Sky release? That's the point. They had an idea for a game that they just didn't get to before release, and then because they promised so many things that they didn't get to, they were basically trying to save their image. Frontier haven't had that issue yet, or enough of that issue for it to be something they need to do. I don't know what my top 5 time games are. There are certain games that I just keep coming back to, like RimWorld. Satisfactory, I'm pretty sure, is very high up there on my all-time hours in games. RimWorld is pretty high up there. Partly, like, it's not actually just on Steam either. I got RimWorld before it was on Steam. The only reason I haven't picked up No Man's Sky is I just don't have another 100+ hours to give to games. Oh, come on. No, No Man's Sky was really fun. I've played a little on stream. We've played a couple of expeditions and I've gone through some of the early stuff in the regular. Are you referring to Light No Fire again, Cardi? Let's release a game trailer. End it with the tagline, out when it's done, and then not release any info over the next year. Okay, I'm gonna go look at this and count what I did so that I can replicate it over with the other Caterium node. Yes, that's the Hello Games Light No Fire reference. Yep, thought so. Still eagerly awaiting Silk Song, so I understand the frustration. Oh wow, yeah. That's quite some dedication. Okay, let's write down what I've done here. So we have new page. Yeah, they have an excuse, they're like 4 people, that's fair. So 300 minute Caterium, which is Mach 2 minor, 250%. And then we have 10 refineries. Which is 300 ore and 300 water, making 150 ingots. Like, is fishing confirmed for Light No Fire? No. Is it likely? Yes, because it got added to No Man's Sky. Yeah, I feel like they are like prototyping things. I think that would be really fun. It's just going to be like a better version of No Man's Sky. Hopefully, is the plan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the last one is half. Said someone was being hostile to me. I don't think you're being hostile to me, are you, friend? Are you, Beano? So, yeah, let's call it 12.5 instructors. Which is taking 300, the 150 ingots, and is making 60 times 12, 720, 730, 50. Quick one. Okay, I can do that. Haven't even heard of Light No Fire until today. Nice stealth teaser, I guess. I guess it's probably, like, if you're into No Man's Sky, you probably heard about it. Because you keep an eye on Sean Murray on whatever socials you're on. Because he's always giving out teasers for the new expeditions and everything.